My girlfriend Alexis delivered an ultimatum, propose by next month or she'd leave. With all my friends already engaged, I simply replied, I understand. What followed was a carefully orchestrated romantic dinner, where I knelt before everyone, not to propose but to declare, I can't marry someone who issues ultimatums. Goodbye. The ensuing meltdown, captured by the restaurant's security cameras, quickly went viral. 2 weeks prior, Alexis, 28, cornered me, Cameron, 32, after dinner. We'd been together for nearly 2 years, living separately, though she had a key to my apartment. I believed things were good, perhaps a bit superficial, but stable. Cameron, we need to talk, she began, an ominous tone in her voice. She scrolled through Instagram on her phone. Look, Brianna got engaged last month. Nicole's ring is 3 carats. Even Stephanie has a wedding date set. All my friends are getting engaged or married. I'm the only one left. I tried to reason. Alexis, we're not in a race. Her jaw tightened. I need you to propose by next month. Seriously, I'm 28, not getting any younger. If you can't commit, I need to find someone who will. It was a cold, hard deadline, devoid of any discussion about our relationship, our future, or our mutual desires. You're giving me an ultimatum about marriage? I asked. I'm being realistic, she countered. I want to be engaged by the end of spring. That gives you 4 weeks. If you can't do that, then we're clearly not on the same page, and I need to move on. When I questioned what if I wasn't ready, she shrugged. Then I guess you'll be single. Her voice was devoid of warmth, as if I were a machine that wouldn't accept her payment. I need to think about this, I said. There's nothing to think about, she retorted. You either love me enough to marry me or you don't. 4 weeks, Cameron. That's more than fair. She left that night, leaving me to process everything on the couch for hours. The truth was, I had been planning to propose. I'd even looked at rings 3 months ago, envisioning a summer proposal, something meaningful, driven by love, not pressure. The ultimatum shattered everything. Suddenly, it wasn't about us, our love, or our partnership. It was about her timeline, her friends, her social standing. Over the next 3 days, I saw things I'd previously overlooked. Her constant tagging and relationship goals posts, yet never asking about my actual goals. Her planning weekends around Instagram-worthy restaurants. Her casual talk about when we're married as if I were merely an accessory to her life plan. Then, I found her phone, unlocked, at my place. A group chat with Brianna and Nicole read, OMG, did he propose yet? Not yet. Gave him the deadline. He better not mess this up. I already told my mom we'll probably do a fall wedding. What if he says no? He won't. I've invested 2 years in this relationship. He owes me. Owes her. Like I was a debt to be collected. That's when I made my decision. I called Alicios, the finest restaurant in town, reserving their semi-private dining area for Friday night. It cost around $200 just for the reservation, plus the cost of dinner. I arranged for roses, candles, the full romantic setup, telling them I had a special announcement. Alexis texted me Wednesday. Have you thought about what we discussed? I replied, yeah, let's have dinner Friday. Alecios, 7 p.m. Dress nice. Her response. OMG. Really? Really? She called immediately. Cameron, are you serious? Is this what I think it is? Guess you'll find out Friday, I said. I love you so much. I need to call Brianna, she exclaimed, hanging up before I could even respond. She hadn't even asked if I loved her back. Friday arrived. I wore my best suit and met her at the restaurant. She looked stunning, impeccably made up, hair professionally styled, wearing a dress I'd bought her for her birthday. You look beautiful, I told her genuinely. Thanks. I may have gotten my nails done this morning just in case, she said, wiggling her left hand, beaming. We were seated in the semi-private area, a slightly elevated, curtained corner that offered a sense of intimacy while remaining visible to the main dining room. Perfect. Dinner was pleasant, though she continuously steered the conversation towards our future, where we'd live, how many children we'd have, the type of wedding venue. She never asked what I wanted, simply laid out her plans and waited for my agreement. When dessert arrived, she was practically vibrating with anticipation. I stood up, pulled a $40 dummy ring box from my pocket, an empty velvet box jewelers sell for proposals where the partner chooses the actual ring later. The restaurant fell silent. People noticed, phones emerged. I got down on one knee. Alexis's eyes welled with tears, her hand covering her mouth. Oh my God. Oh my God, I opened the box. It was empty. Her smile flickered for a second. Alexis, I said, my voice clear and loud enough for nearby tables to hear. 2 weeks ago, you gave me an ultimatum. You told me I had 4 weeks to propose or you'd leave. Her smile froze. I've spent those 2 weeks thinking, and I realized something. I don't want to marry someone who treats love like a business transaction. I don't want to marry someone who values Instagram posts over actual partnership. And I definitely don't want to marry someone who thinks I owe her a ring. Her face went white. Cameron, what? So I'm not proposing, I continued. Instead, I'm ending this relationship right here, right now. Goodbye. Alexis stood, speechless. The restaurant was utterly silent, 40 pairs of eyes fixed on us. You brought me here to break up with me? She finally managed. You gave me an ultimatum. I'm giving you an answer in front of all these people. Are you insane? You wanted a public proposal. This is public. She stood up, knocking her chair back. You pathetic, cowardly piece of... She caught herself, noticing the phone's recording, and her face crumpled. Then she screamed, a primal sound. She grabbed her wine glass and hurled it at me, missing, hitting the curtain behind me, showering glass everywhere. I wasted 2 years on you, she shrieked. And I wasted 2 years on someone who only cared about the wedding, not the marriage. She lunged at me. The manager and a waiter intervened. Ma'am, you need to calm down. Get your hands off me.
Do you know who I am?
That's when the full meltdown began. She tried to flip the table, screaming about what a horrible person I was, how I'd led her on, how I'd ruined her life. Security escorted her out, still yelling. I sat back down, finished my dessert amidst the stairs, paid the $300 bill, leaving a $100 tip for the staff. I left through the back entrance, arriving home around 10 p.m. She had already called 23 times. Texts flooded in from her friends, even her mom. I blocked them all and went to bed. The next morning, the video went viral on Instagram. My brother texted me, Dude, you're on TikTok. 7 different angles of the breakup were circulating. My speech, her glass throwing, the security escort, all set to trending sounds. Most comments were supportive. He dodged a bullet. Imagine giving someone an ultimatum, then being shocked they leave. The empty ring box is legendary. Alexis's friends, however, saw it differently. Brianna posted a long rant. This man publicly humiliated my best friend. Led her on for 2 years just to embarrass her in front of strangers. He's abusive and cruel. Manipulation toxic men. Nicole shared it. Alexis deserves so much better. She gave him everything and he destroyed her for views. Disgusting. Alexis herself posted, I've never been so heartbroken. The man I loved, who I thought was going to propose, instead chose to humiliate me in the worst way possible. I'm devastated. Please respect my privacy during this difficult time. The irony of asking for privacy while publicly posting about it was not lost on me. On Sunday afternoon, Diane, Alexis's mom, showed up at my apartment. Cameron, we need to talk. No thanks. You humiliated my daughter. She gave me an ultimatum, I responded. She loved you. She was planning your future together. She was planning her future. I was just the guy who was supposed to fund it and look good in photos. That's not true! You're twisting things. Diane, I have her text messages. She told her friends I owed her a proposal. That's not love. That's entitlement. Those were taken out of context. Context where they sound better? I'd love to hear it, she sputtered. You're going to regret this. Alexis has a lawyer looking into this. Into what? Breaking up with someone? Pretty sure that's legal. Emotional distress. Public humiliation. She has witnesses. Cool. Those same witnesses filmed her throwing a glass at me and trying to flip a table. Tell her lawyer I said hi. She left, still fuming. Monday, I received a call from Tony, the manager at Alicios. Mr. Hayes, this is Tony from Alicios. We need to discuss Friday night. My stomach dropped. Is there a problem? Actually, no. I wanted to call personally. Your situation has brought us a lot of attention. Mostly positive. People call in to make reservations asking about the breakup table. It's weird, but it's good for business. Oh, that's good. Here's the thing. Miss Alexis called us, demanded we delete our security footage, said she'd sue us for invasion of privacy if we didn't. Did you? No, the footage is ours, not hers. She was in a public establishment, no expectation of privacy. But I wanted to give you a heads up. She's threatening legal action against us, too. I'm sorry you got dragged into this. Don't be. The publicity is worth it. Just watch your back. She seems determined. He wasn't wrong. Tuesday, a certified letter from Hampton and Associates, attorneys at law, arrived. I skimmed the legal jargon. It stated Alexis was pursuing a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress, demanding $50,000 in damages, plus $10,000 for therapy. It also required I sign an NDA and delete any photos or videos of her, with a 10-day response deadline. I took it to my lawyer friend Garrett. He read it and laughed. This is hilarious. You can't sue someone for breaking up with you even if it's public and embarrassing. That's not how emotional distress works. She has a lawyer, though. A lawyer who took her money to write a scary letter. Notice it doesn't actually threaten a specific lawsuit, just vague damages and claims. That's because they know it won't hold up. So I should ignore it? No, I'll draft a response. Basically telling them to pound sand, but in legal language. Might cost you $500. Do it. He sent the response Wednesday, polite but firm. Mr. Hayes exercised his right to end a relationship. Miss Alexis's public behavior, documented by multiple witnesses, was her own choice. No damage is warranted. It advised Alexis to drop the matter. Thursday, Alexis showed up at my apartment again, this time with Brianna. I opened the door using the chain lock. Cameron, please, we need to talk. No. 5 minutes, please. No. Brianna pushed forward. Dude, do you have any idea what you've done? She's getting death threats online. People are calling her horrible names. This is your fault. I ended a relationship. I didn't tell people to harass her. You humiliated her publicly. She humiliated herself by throwing a glass and screaming. Alexis started crying. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have given you an ultimatum. I was just scared. Please, can we just talk about this? No, we're done. Move on. I can't move on. Everyone thinks I'm a joke. My family won't stop asking about you. I need closure. You got closure at Alicios. Goodbye. I closed the door. I heard them outside for another 10 minutes before they eventually left. 2 weeks after the dinner, things worsened before they improved. Alexis created a TikTok account, posting her side of the story in tearful videos, alleging emotional abuse, claiming I'd love-bombed her for 2 years, promised marriage, then ripped it away, and that the public breakup was premeditated cruelty. Comments were mixed. Some believed her, others called her out. Girl, you gave him an ultimatum. What did you expect? She posted carefully edited screenshots of our text conversations, making it seem like I'd planned to propose, then backed out last minute to hurt her. However, she only showed snippets, so I made my own TikTok video, posting the full screenshots, including her text to her friends about me owing her wedding planning before I'd even considered proposing, and her claiming to have invested 2 years and not leaving empty-handed. I also posted the timeline, her ultimatum, the date-stamped texts, her excited reaction to dinner at Alicios, and her assumptions about the proposal. My caption read, "Here's the full context. Decide for yourself." That video garnered 600,000 views in 48 hours. The tide shifted. Comments on her videos turned hostile. Why'd you leave out the texts about owing you? Sounds like you wanted a wedding, not a marriage. Ultimatums are manipulation. She deleted her account within a day, but she wasn't done. Friday afternoon, 3 weeks after the breakup, I arrived home to find my car keyed. Deep scratches down both sides. Liar spray painted on the hood. My apartment building's parking cameras showed clear footage of Alexis, wearing sunglasses and a hood, keying my car at 2 p.m. I filed a police report. Estimated damages were $3,200. I called Garrett. She vandalized my car. You have proof? Security footage? File a report, press charges. She's spiraling. I did both. The police took the report seriously with the clear video evidence, saying they'd contact her for questioning. That evening, Diane called from Alexis's phone. Cameron, please drop the charges. No. She made a mistake. She's going through something. She committed a crime that has consequences. Do you want to ruin her life? She could have a record. She keyed my car. She can face the legal consequences. This is because she gave you an ultimatum. You're really that vindictive? This is because she destroyed my property. Different issue. Please, I'm begging you. She's my daughter. She's not thinking clearly. She needs help, not a criminal record. Then get her help. Therapy, whatever, but I'm not dropping the charges. She hung up. Saturday, Alexis's lawyer sent another letter, this time threatening to countersue me for defamation over my TikTok video. Garrett laughed again. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation. You posted her own words. There's no case. Are they just hoping I'll settle? Yes. They're trying to scare you into paying her to go away. Not happening. Good, I'll respond again. Monday, the police called. Alexis had been charged with criminal mischief. A court date was set for 6 weeks out. She could either pay restitution and do community service or go to trial. Tuesday, the insurance company processed my claim. My deductible was $500, but they were pursuing Alexis for the full repair cost. They don't mess around with documented vandalism. Wednesday, Brianna sent me a DM on Instagram. You're a monster. Alexis is falling apart. She lost her job because of the viral videos. Her family is furious with her. She can barely leave her house, all because you had to be petty in public about a breakup. I hope you're happy. I didn't respond, but I did look into the lost her job claim. Alexis worked in marketing for a lifestyle brand. They'd posted a statement. We've parted ways with Miss Alexis Fletcher effective immediately. Her personal conduct doesn't align with our company values. Brutal. But also she'd become a viral meltdown. Companies don't like that association. Thursday, exactly 4 weeks after the breakup dinner, I received a voicemail from an unknown number. Hi, this is Leslie Hartman from Channel 8 News. We're doing a story on viral relationship breakups and their impact. We'd love to interview you about your experience at Elysios. Please call me back. I deleted it. Friday, Garrett called. Alexis's lawyer reached out. They want to settle everything. Everything? Drop the criminal charges, drop any civil suit for the car damages. You both sign NDAs and go your separate ways. They'll pay your car repairs out of pocket. And if I say no? She goes to court, likely gets convicted of criminal mischief, has to pay restitution anyway, plus legal fees. You potentially sue her in small claims for damages. What happened to Alexis? Through mutual acquaintances, I heard she's still living with Diane and her stepdad, job hunting, but the viral videos make it difficult. Brianna and Nicole reportedly distanced themselves after the car keying incident. Alexis deleted all her social media accounts and is in therapy, according to Diane's comments to mutual friends. What happened to me? My car looks great. Better than before, actually. I blocked everyone associated with Alexis. I've been on a few dates, nothing serious yet. Work's been good. I even got a promotion. I actually feel relieved. Here's the thing people don't understand. I didn't plan the public breakup to humiliate her. I planned it because she wanted a public proposal. She wanted the performance, the audience, the social proof. So I gave her exactly that, just not the outcome she wanted. Was it harsh? Probably. Could I have done it privately? Sure. But she'd already made our relationship a performance piece, already turned it into a competition with her friends, already reduced me to a role in her life script. The restaurant just made it clear that I wasn't reading from her script anymore. The viral videos, the job loss, the criminal charges, those were all her choices. I didn't throw the glass, didn't key the car, didn't post manipulated screenshots. Those were her reactions to not getting what she felt entitled to. Do I regret it? Not really. Maybe the spectacle of it a little, but not the decision. Ultimatums are poison to relationships. The moment someone says, do this or I leave, they've already left emotionally. They're just waiting for you to comply before they make it official. I chose not to comply. And yeah, it was messy, but it was honest. A few people asked if I feel bad about what happened to her job, her reputation, all of it. Honestly, she made those outcomes possible by her own behavior. I ended a relationship. She chose to throw things, vandalize property, lie publicly. Those weren't my choices. Hard truth, sometimes the consequences of your actions are harsh, and sometimes you can't blame anyone else for them. 6 weeks out now, life's good, quiet, drama-free. Exactly what I wanted when I got down on one knee and said no.